mentioned, the world is an odd place. The income of the majority of the world in low and middle income countries is very small relative to those living wealthy, comfortable lives. What you're seeing here is the distribution of income globally per household. For example, half of all households earn below $2,500 a year. It's also worth noting that this graph measures income by how much you can actually purchase. So even though poor areas have lower prices, as they usually do, this still gives us a fair global comparison. That's what's called purchase power parity, and you can check the glossary if you want to learn a bit more about it. Now, I don't know where you consider yourself on this graph, and it might not be easy to tell immediately since you might be used to considering earnings in your local currency, and maybe per month per individual rather than US dollars per year per household. To give you a sense, if you live in a high-income country, I'm going to bet you're higher up on that graph than you think. In most of these countries, the poverty line is around here. Most people in high-income countries don't realize they're among the 10% richest people in the world. If you're interested in locating yourself personally on this graph, we've added a link after this video that helps you do just that. But let's get a sense of what this abstract graph is actually indicating. Just as an example, we know, and we'll discuss how we know over the next couple of lessons, that for about $7, roughly the price of a USB cable on Amazon, an item many people buy without a second thought, you can prevent a child from contracting malaria. But hundreds of millions of people living in countries still affected by malaria can't afford to pay that amount of money for that safety. Let that sink in for a moment. Why does all of this matter? This disparity highlights an important conclusion. The world is frustratingly unequal and unfair. But the silver lining is that this unfairness, once understood, directly leads to many straightforward opportunities to benefit society that are often overlooked. This reality may be challenging to digest. And granted, talking about the cost-effectiveness of your donations or hard work to enact institutional change may not be as thrilling as the firefighter story from before. But if you're excited about making a difference and helping others, the tools and opportunities you'll learn about in this course will empower you to have a far greater impact. But how easy is it to identify these promising opportunities? Is simply having good intentions or supporting any inspiring charity enough?